Hey, what's up, Dragon Brew? Today, we're finally playing with the card that I've been waiting to play with for a minute. And I scrounged around online, I was trying to find all these different ideas of all the different decks where anybody's used this card, because I hadn't seen it played to date. But we finally found something that we can piece together, and this was something I got, I believe, on Arena something or other. But I made a couple of small changes, but generally, we're basing the deck around Cactusfolk Sureshot today. And what's cool about this card is a few things. One, it's a 4/4 for 4, so reasonable on cost. It has reach, which is good, because it allows to block several things, including those pesky, stupid sure shots or whatever. Or we're playing the sure shot, the one shot, the bird, the red card. But this also has ward, so it's hard to kill. But what's neat about this is, if you have different ways to get it into play, you can get some cool combo-y situations where your other creatures that are power 4 or greater, which is going to be most of the stuff in this deck, actually have trample as well. So you can get a lot of stuff to go off and just win all in one turn, which is super cool. So going down the list, we have some Smuggler Surprise. We're in red and green, why not, right? We've seen a lot of this card already. Bramble Familiar. This is good because 1, it's mana, 2, it gives you a late game option to find one of your monsters, because there's going to be a lot in this deck. Ruby, just so we have another mana creature that's cheap. And Gwenna. Gwenna actually is probably going to get to untap multiple times in this deck, because we have lots of really big creatures. Outcast or Trailblazer, it's a way to just get some card, get some mana, helps us ramp. We're playing Colossal Rattleworm. This is one I really like. One, because having something at instant speed could be really nice, though we're only going to be playing 4 deserts, maybe 5. But it does also trample, and it's just a big body for 4 mana, which is huge. Of course, Cactus Sureshot, because that's what we were talking about. Terror of the Peak, because we're already in these colors and we have all the combo-y parts. Then we get into the big things like Railway Brawler, which Railway Brawler and Cactus Sureshot is awesome, right? Like, if you have a Cactus Sureshot, anything you get is going to be double power and haste, which is super big. Vorinclex, which we like. And another cool thing here, again, about Vorinclex is if we actually use Vorinclex's ability, if one of those things we get is a sure shot, those 2 things have haste, right? Well, the other thing will have haste, but it could also give haste to something else, as well as giving them trample, I believe, is the other part that's important. Yeah, it's trample and haste. So getting that with Railway Brawler, getting to put counters on things and giving them trample, really good. There's a couple of Trumpeting Carnosaur. I don't know how important this card is here, but it is a form of removal since the deck just plays like 32 creatures and not really any removal. And then we have Vault-Born Tyrant. So yeah, so the good news here about this deck is going to be we have a lot of threats. So the opponent's going to have to deal with a ton of things, and most of them are things of size. So that's going to be a key to watch in this video and see, hey, are the creatures just big enough and endless enough that we can just beat even those control matchups with all the spot removal? But, as always, at the end of the video, after you're done watching and having a lot of fun, be sure to check out the description. There will be a link. It'll take you to my Moxfield page, sponsor of the channel. You can see all my cool decks I'm playing in Standard, or just play this one, because it'll probably be a good time. But anyway, let's go see if Sure Shot comes in handy and gets us those wins. Oh man, you're always afraid when things like this happen. I'm going to mulligan this though. I was going to say, see if we could find some 2 mana things and turn this into a little bit more. Gonna get rid of Bramble Familiar here. Mostly because I'm hoping some combination of Gwenna and Ruby survives. Might be asking for a lot. I don't know. I mean, if they both die, then I guess we're just in trouble. But, you know. Things are what they are. Alright, so what do we got here? If we play Gwenna, we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. Not quite enough for a Vault-Born Tyrant. Though Vault-Born Tyrant might still be... Oh, so this is just a life gain pile. Huh. So this may not quite be what we were expecting. When it can get hit by a cut down, do we just sure shot and see if we hit something big next turn? I mean, we have the land though now, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, let's just Gwenna. I mean, if you have cut down, you have cut down, I guess. Nope, just a Gumdrop Poisoner. That's fine. We'll attack. I'm not going to waste the Boseiju here. I mean, mulliganing down, this hand might actually end up working out. We'll see, though. Death Touch, boy. That's not good. Ooh, man, not quite. Not quite, but oh, this is almost good enough. All right. Oh, you know what, though? Oh, no, but we're just untapping Gwenna. We're not doing the other stuff. Okay. Let's go ahead. All right. That's not bad. Do we just attack with Gwenna and trade? Yeah, they're probably not going to block. If they do, though, we're not too upset about it. Because now their new task is dealing with Vaultborn Tyrant. Which does make a 6/6 copy of itself anyway. That was a bigger concern. Yep. Yep, we were definitely more worried about that. Oh, what are we? Oh, an Animus. Interesting. Okay. Shoot the opponent. So what are we doing here? Gwenna just gets chump blocked here if we allow that to happen. That's probably not great. So what we do here, I think, is use Gwenna to cast Sure Shot, maybe? We're obviously going to attack with at least Vaultborn Tyrant. I'm just trying to decide what we're going to do with Gwenna in the meantime. But if we use Gwenna, you know what? That's what we're going to do. We're just going to attack with the Vaultborn Tyrant. Though, I probably should have cast Sure Shot first, because there's a chance we find something that makes us want to do something else during this turn. Who knows? Alright. But the fun part here is we do get to also use the Smuggler Surprise to protect the creature if we so choose. Another Gwenna was not what we wanted, so we will just end the turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. Don't have quite 8, which is kind of the key number we're looking for a lot of the time. Unfortunately, they're going to gain quite a bit of life here. And end up with at least a 7/7 if they want it. Alright. Maybe just going to kill Gwenna here. Oh, can't even kill Gwenna. I guess you can kill Ruby. No, can't even kill Ruby, because that's just going to be 1 life, right? Yeah, they can't kill anything with that. Oh, yeah, you will, because that'll game 2, not 1. Alright. Cool, cool. That makes sense. Yep, you got it. Alright, not blocking. That'll be a 9/9 next turn, too. Ugh. Alright. Okay, you're something. That's actually not terrible. So we might be able to coax them into attacking with that and then making an ugly, like, triple block. Which is not great, but, you know, it's something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 untap. Nah, we need to sneak these into play, I think, is better. And we'll still get life, we'll still get cards. So yeah, we just pass the turn. We end up losing at least 2 things, most likely, if they gain life correctly. But then we're not bad off from there. Because like I said, we'll get the 3 cards, and that's actually the key to the equation here, I would say. Gumdrop Poisoner, sure. We're not worried about Poisoner killing anything here, so that's fine. Ooh, you're going to get rid of our Sure Shot here? I mean, it has Ward 2, so you can't... There's nothing they would play here that's going to kill it. Uh-oh. They're going to go after that. All right. So sadly, our cover's kind of blown here. Unless... Nah, we need the cards. We need the cards because we have too many options. 1, 2, 3. Actually, oh, wait. Oh, we don't have 7 because we lost... What's her name? That would have been cool. We could have protected it, but no such thing. Okay, sure. We'll go ahead and put this and this into play. Get our mana, get our cards. Okay. So now we have a whole row of archers, apparently, that can block a Voice of the Blessed. And if we can hit something good off Carnosaur, we could just go for it here. With a bunch of tramplers. Because everybody's going to have haste. And we have a bonus point here from the Bristling Backwoods, I guess, just in case. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we need another mana. Man. Having that, Ruby die actually kind of hurt. If opponent attacks here, we're blocking and they just take out 2 sure shots, I guess. And that's just cost of doing business. They're thinking about it, though, if it's worth it. But that's a benefit of this list, though. You have a lot of things with reach. Okay. So we got a Carnosaur. All right, so let's start here. Let's go red, red. Play Carnosaur. No need to shoot anything because they're going to block and trample's just the same here, effectively. Another sure shot. Okay. We can tap Gwenna to play Rattleworm, which also has haste. So let's do that. And then we're going to attack with everything. Yep. Everybody's got haste and trample. Here we go. I don't care how much life you gain this turn. Or this game, really. That's 13 and 6 is 19, plus 12 is 31, plus 5 is 36, if my math is right. And they can stop 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 36 minus 15 is 21. So they should still be dead. And even if they're not, we're still left with pretty much everything except for 1 creature. Sure Shot's kind of baller. I'm glad this worked out in this first game that we got to highlight, because this is kind of cool. Yep, there you go. And this is with the opponent gaining like 12 extra life this game. Love it. Okay, this hand is quite bad if we don't find... Well, really, it's going to be bad in general, because if Ruby has to survive, and we have to draw more lands. So this is definitely one you should mulligan. This is a hand that leaves way too much to chance. While you are a very neat card, Gwenna, we need lands off the top. Untap land for sure. Untap land, even if Ruby dies, we at least get to play Gwenna. If not, otherwise, I probably am just going to... Oh, I don't even know. Okay, we did find the land, and I was wondering what I was going to do if that happened. If I put the Brawler there... Damn. This is a real decision to make here. I almost feel like I want to do this, and then just, like, force the opponent to make a play next turn. Whether it's making a sacrifice a dude or whatever, like... It's on them to do something here. Oh, and an Outcaster. All right, if we do that, we would have 2, 3 from Gwenna. That's with Gwenna and Ruby, that's not enough. Though, we could play this first, or play this first. All right, that's a thing. And then still plot this if we want to. All right, I'm into that. Oh, I can't plot with that. You can only use it to cast. Oh, well, that's a problem. Oh, well. Committed. Gotta do it now. Oh, that sucked. I thought it was for creature abilities or casting creatures. That was definitely not the case here. That is unfortunate. All right, wedding announcements. Not terrible. So now we have to play the game of, can we win here? Shoot the opponent. We can cast Brawler, untap Gwenna, play Sure Shot. Yeah, I think that gets us there. So we'll just straight up play the Brawler. Gwenna untaps. Shoot the opponent for 5. Use Gwenna. Okay. Yeah, didn't matter either way. Yeah, we're either playing Sure Shot, attacking, well, deal 4 and then attack with 10 power, or we just attack outright, and that's still 3, 7, whatever. So, a couple of ways to get there. Okay, sure, let's do it. Uh-oh. Good news, bad news, right? Like, we have bigger creatures. Bad news, we don't have a way to get them into play at the moment. And we have some damage lands, so not the best situation. Let's see if we can find another 2 or 3 mana thing here. But at least draw some of the damage away from us, which would be nice. Otherwise, this is going to suck a little bit. By a little bit, I mean a lot of bit. Yep, it's going to be a lot of bit. Alright, let's pass. I think we're going to have to use Smuggler Surprise. Just... Ah, that sucks. That hurts. Definitely not what we wanted to see. Alright. Had a bit of a slow start here. Alright, we get this, and wow, I guess a Vorinclex, if we're somehow alive when the time comes. We have to take a point at a minimum. Alright. I mean, are we just trying to kill Squee here? Is that the real play? Alright, I guess so. I mean, it just feels like that's just the minimum overall damage, but... And had another rage? Okay, that doesn't do anything. Like, you lose the second enchantment. So, if we have any chance of winning this, it's going to be because the opponent goofed up there. And you need to remove 4 things to get that out of the graveyard, right? Yeah, okay. So we're going to Brawler? Actually, dang it. Alright, we just have to... Well, dang it, we have to take a point if we do that? I think we have to, though. I mean, we have to hope those are lands or something? I don't know. Ah, that hurts. Yeah, yeah. Alright, well, that 1 point is all the difference in the world, because we cannot win now. Even if we found a way to get 2 things into play. Alright, they got us. Okay. Sure, let's keep it. I think we just go Ruby on 2 here. I'm not going to get too crazy. Since Ruby's legendary, we can't have more than 1 anyway, so if Ruby gets exiled or killed here, we don't hurt it, or don't hate it that much. Alright, let's go ahead and Sure Shot. And then that unlocks some other options next turn with Rattle Worm and stuff here. Uh-oh, what are we putting over there? Their own Trailblazer. That's interesting. Let's go ahead and get in there for 10. And then hope we find something that costs 5. So we could do something big. Or I guess maybe another Sure Shot would be good enough. 4 or 5 is probably good here in this situation. Alright, so they get to cast something for 4 mana. What you got? Oh, did they not have anything? Oh, that's rough. Good news for them, though, is our hand's kind of bad here, too. So, yeah, we just attack. And you have some kind of answer here. Sure, that makes sense. Don't fault you for that. All right, sure shot. Out of here. Go backwoods. Play this. And then we'll just use this. And then that'll give us 7 that we can go hunt something. Temporary lockdown. You got it. Not what I expected to see them play, but hey. They're at 4, so we're not too upset over it. They're at 3. Oh, well that's cute. We can unlock some stuff, huh? So we Ruby? Alright. Attack. Opponent goes to 2. I mean, it's weird because one of the cards under there is a Ruby, but we'll see what happens. Oh, we're good then. Yep, opponent says GG. Yep, that'll work. Alright, let's keep it. Don't know how this is going to work out, but we have a couple of turns to draw some more mana or find 3 mana things, so we'll see. Against mono red, it's tough. They did mulligan down, though, which is something. Alright. Probably making treasure. Unless their hand's real bad. Nope, they're just going for damage. Alright, don't know what that says, but probably says something we don't like. I'm gonna go here. Mostly because I feel like it'll force them to use a card. I mean, obviously you have like Rage or something here, and that's fine. Alright, cool. That works out fine. We can live with that. Okay, so then we go ahead and do this. So that next turn, we can play the Trailblazer into a Sure Shot to be able to block the Phoenix Chick. Be at 7 life, and we'll see what happens. So play this. Get green? Actually, I guess so, because then we can play Ruby into Sure Shot. And now we'll see if they want to kill Trailblazer or not, so we don't get a card. Nope. Alright. So we got more mana. We got creatures with reach. Alright, they're just going to try to burn us out here. And that's a reasonable plan. We're at 5. They probably have ways to get plenty of damage. We're not going to attack in case they get a haste body here. We want to be able to block as much as possible. Next turn, we can do some things, though. I mean, I'll block. If you got a Rage or something, so be it. Like, it just is what it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're still definitely short on mana. Let's play another Cactusfolk. I don't even think that's what we're doing. I think we're just in a racing situation here. Get a card. Hopefully it's a land. Nope, it's a Ruby. Attacking with this and this. Still making sure we don't die to random attacks depending on what's in their hand. Might be another burn spell. Yep, alright. Well, if they just have it on top, we're dead. Just GG's if you got it, opponent. They did not have it. So now can we kill them? They can't block, so that's 10. Yeah, anything we make with haste is just good here, right? Let's just go here. And then we just attack with everybody. Wow, usually I escape at 1 life, but we'll take 2 life as well. Ooh, that was close. We're gonna mulligan. We'll reluctantly keep this and hope. Alright, not looking good. Yeah, that's pretty rough. Not saying we can't win, but things are just about to get very, very ugly for us. Let's see what type of counters they're playing. You know what, though? I'm actually going to wait. And we'll try to respond with a Rattleworm. Just to kind of say, like, cool, you do stuff, we'll do what we can do. Obviously, we'd love to just keep drawing more land. That would be the ideal scenario. Yeah, let's try to attack. You have a Wandering Emperor.
I've learned much during my travels. Let me show you.
We will, do this. Alright, we'll take one of those, and we'll take one of these, I guess. Even though I should be taking the mana creatures. But yeah, that works for now. Siphon Insight. We have a bunch of great cards, opponent. Have a blast with those.
Still have much to learn. May your blade strike true.
Man, unfortunate. Okay, well, we'll attack again. Let you play your other Wandering Emperor. At least I'm assuming there's another one. Alright, blocking. Alright, so they just took and go to 9. Alright. Here you go. Here's a chance for you to play a counter. Yep, that works. I think we'll just end the turn. This is just one of those slow situations where you say, alright, we'll make you deal with a thing, make you deal with a thing, make you deal with a thing. And then eventually, we can try to get out of trouble. And we also know that they know we have a Terror of the Peaks. You know, a bunch of other stuff going on here. They obviously have another counter. So they feel very comfortable doing that. Oh, I should have used that in response. Totally forgot. I thought they had to target first, but I guess not. Oh well. My mistake. I should have went ahead and searched a land with that on the stack. I was too busy talking to y'all to pay attention. But we found a land anyway, so we got bailed out. I can do this. Get a green. Oh, interesting. Alright, sure. That dies. They obviously don't want us having cards for value here. But I was thinking of maybe doing something else. So now we're going to have 7 mana. 2, 4, 6, 7. I mean, I guess we just drop this dude. Get life in a card, right? Because again, we know that they know what we're holding and, you know, that whole thing. Alright. Oh, nice. Nice. Not bad. Not bad. Oh, wait. We just activate this. What am I doing? Almost messed up. This will be more than enough. Yep. Alright. Got there against the control deck. Yeah, this ended up being a little bit of an awkward game because if you look at how the game went, I effectively really just played Rattleworm, and that's it. Like Rattleworm, Surprise, and Tyrant, and that was kind of the game. Oh boy. Alright. It's a little bit of a gamble, but we at least have double Ruby, so if one dies, we don't mind having a backup. But even then, we'd like to draw some lands. If we at least go land, there's a chance we could, like, sure shot into Peaks or something. Though now Gwynna becomes an interesting proposition. All right, let's try this first. They'll probably counter, unfortunately. Okay, they did. Oh, but this is some type of proliferate deck? Didn't see that coming. Oh boy, I have thoughts now. That was not what we were expecting to go down here. All right, so we get 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we get to untap and we have 2. But we can only play another Gwenna, but Gwenna would kill that and still be able to attack, or Ruby. All right. This is as good as anything. Keep this one and kill this. Back for 4 or 3. All right. Okay, that's not looking so bad. We're only at 2 poison here. All right, we're at 4 poison, but I think we can kill the opponent now. Maybe. So this is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That does not kill them. No, it doesn't matter, though. Okay, let's keep it. Oh, no. Feels like good news, bad news all around here. All right. So we're probably going to Bramble Familiar into probably just plotting the Trailblazer, which isn't fantastic, but might be important. They're going to make 3/1/1s here. Yeah. That's tough. I was wondering what type of start they were going to have. We kind of have to hope they just don't have it. I mean, but they probably like Knight Aaron of Eos here. Load up their hand. And then we're still going to be behind. Oh, they're doing some math. All right, so they're just tapping. Sure. Yeah, I think this one, our hand's just too slow here. I'm pretty sure we're just behind. All right. Okay, let's keep it. I'm a bit concerned. I'm playing against Jack Bauer, and I'm a big fan of 24. I enjoyed the hell out of that series. If you haven't watched it, totally worth it. It's probably the series I would say has the best true villains. Like, when the bad guy said something crazy was going to go down, like, it went down. Like, it was pretty wild. All right, let's go ahead and tuck that away, and we'll just pass. And see what we can do here. You know what's wild? I think I kind of want to just play... Yeah, we'll just take 3. I think I kind of want to just play Vorinclex if we're able to. Well, we didn't find a 5th land. Oh, I guess we could still Vorinclex here with 2 blockers. I mean, obviously the best play is just Terror of the Peaks, though, right? I mean, sure, do your thing. Interesting that they waited instead of, like, I wouldn't necessarily have done that. Though, it does change our play a little bit here to where I'm now more inclined to play Vorinclex to make sure I have 4 mana next turn. Whereas I, before, was definitely going to play Terror of the Peaks. Alright, cool. I mean, if Vorinclex dies, we get to block Vile Smasher. That's fine. If these both die, then they both die, I guess. But I'm kind of inclined to block. That I was going to say, if it's just Vadmir, I would let that through. Yeah, I'll go to 11 here. Feels worth it. Alright, found more mana. So now the next question becomes, do we just try to terror? No, we don't. We go here. We get a card. Okay. No attack. And then we kind of sort of get some options next turn. Tiny bones. Sure. I'm going to get rid of this. Lord Skitter, you got it, fam. If you attack, I'm blocking. Like, just letting you know. Alright, you did the thing. Man, there's so many ways this turn can go here. Yeah, I'm definitely blocking. You can leave me with either one of these creatures. Actually, yeah, I'm fine. I'm good with that. Yeah, the opponent was like, yeah, you're probably blocking. And like, you're right. I was definitely going to block. Okay. We do get to put a Colossal Rattleworm into play now, which is super nice. So, I think we just pass? Though the idea of attacking here is also kind of nice. But alright, we'll just pass. It's more threatening for them, make it harder for them to make a reasonable attack here. There could also have been some weird world where I want to protect my 4-power creatures. I doubt it, but it's possible. Alright, with that on the stack, I'm going to go ahead and do this. And then we can kill Vadmir here. And more cards. Love to see it. Alright, that's all she wrote. Oh, this will be an interesting one. Sadly, we have to play this, because I do feel like this is one of those matchups where being able to get rid of an enchantment could be nice. Oh. This is not at all what we thought this was. Hold, please. I thought something completely different was going on here. Alright, then. Let's go with this. I mean, we have to hope they don't exile Ruby here, but, I mean, if they do... Maybe they're playing blue there just to draw cards? I don't know, maybe they're playing counters? I mean, that could be a real thing. Alright. Is a counter spell of some sort? No? Bramble Familiar? Then I'll just get a bigger creature here, because there's no reason holding on to it, I guess. Nope, they let us have that too. Then I don't know what's going on, y'all. You got me. Like, I'm confused. Okay. I didn't attack there because I didn't know what was going down. I could have got in for like 4 with the Ruby, but I was just like, nah, I'd rather not. This feels weird. Oh, it's a light Paws deck. That makes more sense. Okay, sure. You got it. I mean, that's still the play, right? Dang it, deck. You were supposed to find an untapped land and give us shenanigans. But in lieu of shenanigans... actually... you know what? Yeah, let's just do it. I don't think it changes things enough to sit on just a Smuggler Surprise. And technically, if we get it next turn or just get to cast Terror of the Peaks, it's fine here too. I assume if they have an Exile enchantment, though, it's going to be targeted at Terror of the Peaks head here. With the start the opponent had, though, I mean, us being at 18 still feels very winnable at this stage. Alright, you connive. Sounds good. Ellen. Alright, so you get to play something for free. Security bypass. Alright, we're going to have to be killing some creatures then. We're going to start with Light Paws, and then Kellen's getting a bullet. But if we get an untapped land, I think that just ends it, right? Well, maybe. I mean, I guess they could be playing a sweeper. I doubt it. But even then, we're left with the creature lands. Like, maybe. I don't know. They'd block, take 4. So they'd be a long way from dead still. Honestly, crazy enough that I would have to question how much damage could we do to them directly. It'd be... Okay, we did get the land. But now this has ward on it. So we can't kill the Light Paws, unfortunately. As much as we would like to. What are the odds that they're playing counters? I don't think it's worth finding out. I think we just got to go for it. I think there's sometimes it's worth it, sometimes it's not. This feels like one of the times it's not. And we're going to get a lot of triggers here. So we get 3 of 4, 4, 5. So we're going to kill off everything in the way, right? Let's steal 4, 4, 5. Doesn't really matter what color we get here. Then we go to attack. All right. And then they can do something or they can't. Like I said, worst case scenario, we're left with the creature land. Is what it is. May the cards in your hand be Light Paws that you can't cast. I love they keep discarding this dude. Yep, ossification. You got it. Which is cute because we could get rid of the ossification and get our dudes back and get more cards. So that's kind of awesome. And we have another Smuggler Surprise, which doesn't really do anything here. So if we attack, that's just going to do it unless you got something awesome here. You know, I guess there's a world where I could have... No, I wouldn't have had enough. That's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. All right. I don't have to react until you react. They're going to march. Then if we get rid of that, that deals 5. That's 9. We get to draw a card. All right. Let's do it. And they're going to take 3 off of targeting the terror. So that works. And then actually, we can also give everything hexproof as an added bonus. So then stuff doesn't even get gone. So sick. Alright, so this was pretty interesting. I didn't dislike anything particularly going on with the deck. However, I do feel like this deck probably needs something like Brotherhood's End. I hate having to throw that in so many things where you're playing red and playing creatures, but even with us playing some smaller creatures up front, the reality is you just have bigger creatures that survive it, and it's worth it to buy you those later turns. And we have enough creatures that we could cut some. I mean, we're playing 32. I mean, even if we cut this all the way down to, say, 28 or even 27 creatures, plus our creature lands, we would still have so many things that I don't think it's that big of a problem. Now, the question becomes, what do we get rid of? Me, personally, I'm getting rid of probably Railway Brawler. While it is nice with the Sure Shot, particularly, in general, just didn't feel big enough, like impactful enough, compared to the things we want to put into the deck. So I'm fine with that going away. I also feel like we could cut 1 Rattleworm, maybe, possibly could cut all the Rattle Worms. That sounds a little outlandish of sorts, because having something you can play at flash speed is super nice, but I'd almost rather have more Vaultborn Tyrants, as it turns out. So this one is leaving me a little bit in a tough situation, especially since we're playing Gwenna. It makes it even easier to play the Vaultborn Tyrants. So I'm good going there. Also, don't necessarily want to cut like Vorinclex because it helps us find more land, or can trick some things into play with the Sure Shot, which is nice. But the Rattleworms also don't block flyers, which is kind of a thing right now across the board. But yeah, let's get some Brotherhood in there. Probably 3, which means we still got to make some other cuts here, because I think we're only playing exactly 24. We have 25 land. All right, that's not as bad. And man, what has to go? What has to go? Part of me really does say that Rattleworm probably is the card to go, which hurts me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, but I think it's the right card. And you can just stay at 60 there, I think is reasonable. If you wanted to put some type of fight spell in here, I wouldn't be opposed to it. I think it's totally reasonable. There's also another option, and this is one we don't talk about very much, but it's Vampire's Vengeance, right? This is instant speed, it's 3 mana, it deals 2. Now, it doesn't deal 3, which is a big deal. This also doesn't hit Planeswalkers, so that could be a sticking point to not play it, as well as not being able to get rid of artifacts 3 or less, which is actually kind of important in a couple of major matchups right now. So, something to think about there, but it is another card that if you don't have Brotherhoods in, you can consider Vampire's Vengeance, and it helps in a reasonable amount of the same matchups. It just doesn't do everything that Brotherhood's in does. But alright, we're going to leave 4 Smuggler Surprise, 4 Bramble Familiar, 3 Ruby, 3 Brotherhoods in, 2 Gwenna, 4 Outcaster, Trailblazer, 4 Sure Shot, 4 Terror of the Peaks, 1 Railway Brawler, 1 Vorinclex, 2 Trumpeting Carnosaur, 3 Vaultborn Tyrant, and a whole mess of lands. 2 Mountain Beseiju, 5 Forest for Bristling Backwoods. Actually, scratch that. Final list will not have backwoods in it because we don't have the worms anymore, and I'd rather have fewer non-tap lands. But we'll probably go up on Copperline Gorge, Carplusion Forest, Restless Ridgeline, Rockfall Vale, and we do still have the 1 Sandstorm Verge, which I don't mind because you could make something like Shieldred not block. So there's that. But hey, I know some of y'all out there are still Jund fans, and if you're looking for a way to play Jund and maybe even like fight rigging, I do have an option for you if you want to check out the next video. But that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.